2, 3, 4. Good evening.
Good evening. Tonight is Mr. Wednesday with
Mr. Jordan.
Mr. Tonks
Mr.
over there.
Tonks.
Mr.
I know,
Tonks.
without the cue cards, we do get confused.
We do get confused, but this is episode 10.
10.
We've been doing this 10 months in a row, people, which is a world's record for us.
Yes, absolutely. And, you take your achievements where you find them.
Well, I
But
mean,
we've enjoyed it so far,
have.
and thank you for being part of the ride. We got some songs we haven't played before tonight, and this is one of them.
this is one of them. This is the beginning of the portion of the show that we like to call dos duets, meaning two twos. Two songs with twos.
And while I was being so convivial,
You forgot to change
instruments. But it is kind of fun to watch the process of that.
Mine doesn't do it like that.
All right. 2, 3, 4. One smart Frenchman, never been to school. And if you want to get around a Creole town, stop and let him show you your way around. Let the bon tons roulette, let the roulette, roulette, roulette. Now don't you be a stupid foolie, let the bon tons roulette. Nothing but raise cane all day, and when it comes to loving, she macho case. She let the bon tons roulette, let the roulette, roulette, roulette. Hey, don't you be a stupid foolie, let the bon tons roulette. Gotta go out to the country, to the side, go and let the bon tons roulette.
right, those are for our friends down in New Orleans and down
Yep.
that where.
Seems like a whole hard to watch the news in the past couple of weeks on a lot of fronts, but one, that front that hurricane brought from New Orleans all the way to New York City and beyond. Rough.
You gotta change guitars again?
I like changing guitars, but they're both resophonic guitars.
That's true.
So because they have
Resonators. But we've already talked about that.
we have. But if you got any questions, drop us a line. 'Cause we could tell you again.
We could.
So this is a Merle Haggard song.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. I've spent most all of my life searching for that 44 that you ran with me, chasing my rainbow. Honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to see. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You said, honey, don't worry. Well, don't you know I love you too? That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to see. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. But you said, honey, don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to see. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You said, honey, don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? That's the way love goes. And now we come to the part of our show we like to call conversation. And today our conversation is about this backdrop that we've created behind us on the piano. And what we see here is a collection of Beatles music books. We've got Magical Mystery Tour. We've got, what did you call it? The Beatles, the Ringo cover?
The Ringo cover.
Yeah. And Hard Day's Night. One of my favorite books.
Yeah. And I think
Fun fact, that was originally one of the options for the cover for the White Album.
Really?
I believe so.
And instead they opted for
White.
nothing.
Yeah. After the expanse of Sgt. Pepper, they went pretty much as minimalist as you can go and still have your name on the cover of the album. And then this, which is by Mark Lewison.
Oops, I dropped my pick.
One of the great books about the Beatles. It talks about every time they were in the studio, A, what they recorded and who was playing what, but B, kind of put it in context of the times and their careers, and in a very well-crafted way with lots of pictures.
And we like pictures.
Yep. It's worth, a picture is worth, as they say, 1,000 words. But so it's kind of fun. As we record in various locations, it occurred to Tommy that this could be a good place to record. It sounds good. We feel comfortable here. And but maybe the backdrop doesn't always have to stay the same. Maybe it could evolve. So.
Last month it was Western Swing books, and I think there was a Gordon Lightfoot music book there too that someone brought over and thought that I'd like. I like Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, Gord's quality, and some of it, Gord. That's why they call him up north of the border. Gordo.
Gordo.
Enjoying a beverage in this fine coffee mug crafted by Mary Mays.
Mary Mays, yeah. And this one is by Daryl Adams.
So, we're at a part of the show that we like to call instrumental because it's instrumental.
And it's instrumental to how we do things.
Yes, part of the program, as it were. So we're going to try to play this classically
You know what that
inspired
says?
Piece.
That's an intermission.
Oh,
Wrong sign.
even better. This makes more sense. So you wait, there is an intermission coming, but we'll have more to say about that after we play this
The
instrumental. 2, 3, 4. That, friends, is a pretty melody.
That is a
and
pretty
it
melody.
has stood the test of 400 or 500 years. That's when you know you've left a mark. So pretty happy about that. So now we're at a part of the show we tend to call...
Oh. What do we call it? Well,
Yes.
it's a little bit out of order, but
Sometimes we mess with the program, but we try to get all... No, we've always gotten all components in.
We've always
but
gotten
we
all
have
the bits
messed
in,
with
yeah.
the order of things before. This is a segment we call
Show and Tell.
And it's my turn, my month. You know, we take turns month by month. And a quick shout out to the Portland Sea Dogs. And why I'm wearing this hat is because our good friend Paul Charles Edwards, known as Crumpy,
Oh,
his
Crumpy.
nickname is Sea Dog. And occasionally when people venture north to Portland, Maine, where the Sea Dogs, the Red Sox AA team, reside and play, we bring back some Sea Dogs stuff. So I brought me a hat, and I like it. And it fits my big old crazy head. But the other thing, and Crumpy ties into this because Crumpy played in a band with Danny, and Danny and I played in a band called, we used to call it Romper Stompers, and it has been succinctly shortened to The Rompers. And we don't normally do shameless plugs for self-promotion in our show, which is probably why we both had day jobs our whole lives. But
exactly right.
Sometimes you just got to bend the rules or just venture down a new path. So I'm going to tell you about an album that I made with Danny Hutchins, Todd Nance, and John Mills in 2012. And we're calling it a Supernova Rainbow of Fun. And sadly, we're calling that without Todd and Danny's input on the title because they both died in the past couple years, and we miss them tons. But we're going to finish the album. When we recorded in 2012 with David Barbie at Chase Park Transduction, we recorded it onto magnificent big 2-inch reels of tape, and they sat safely in William World in a moderately climate-controlled environment, and they're ready to go. So we are trying to raise funds through a crowdsource program on Indiegogo, and our intermission will be a little video that should hopefully explain some of that to you. And if you want to get involved, please do. If you can contribute, that's great. If you can't, that's great too, but please help us spread the word. Put it up on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, whatever your comfortable medium is. And thank you for considering, and I hope you enjoy the video. My wife Debbie did the video, and it's really pretty special. Thank you.
Why don't we put a link to the Indiegogo campaign in the comments of the YouTube, and we'll also post it on our Facebook, the Mr. Jordan, Mr. Tonks Facebook page, and you have it on your page, right?
Correct, on William Tonks' Facebook page and William Tonks' Twitter page.
Twitter?
I know.
Whoa, how modern are you? Dang.
21st century.
Next thing we know, he's going to be on TikTok.
That'd be something to see.
All right, people.
Thank you.
With that, it's now time for intermission.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. How many books you got? More than I can count, man, I really got a lot. How many books you got? One about a princess and a pea. One about a working dog his master can't see. A tale of a whale that they say is pure white. One's just pictures of the northern lights. How many books you got? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. How many books you got? More than I can count, man, I really got a lot. How many books you got? Story about Brooklyn and a tree. What you need to do when you skin your knee. Tale of 1,000 Arabian Nights. One about the difference between wrong and right. How many books you got? Chat with a daffodil. I've got a little bit of time to kill. I see one going at the top of the hill. Happy daffodil. I'm gonna chat with a fish in a brook. Bring me no lie. Happy daffodil, happy fish in a brook, happy blue butterfly.
Well, we're back, and after intermission, and be sure to check out on the YouTube page the link to the Indiegogo campaign to support the new Rompers album. And if all of y'all contribute some money, some amount of money, we can get a lot closer to making this album come true. So,
and they really are songs I think you'll want to hear. And as part of your contribution, you do get a copy. We are making actual physical copies. Artwork is being dreamed up right now, but like I said, the title, A Supernova Rainbow of Fun, does lend itself to certain visual cues.
kind of does.
Yeah.
Kind of does.
And that's a line from one of Danny's songs that's on that record. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, okay, so this brings us to our, what we would like to call, what we normally call our solo section, which means that that would be a piece that either William or I, who, depending on whose turn it is, would throw at the other person with zero warning and zero rehearsal, and
They can play along.
they can play along or not. And typically we do. Typically we do, because up to a challenge we are, as
Yeah.
Yoda would say.
And turns out we're pretty good at thinking on the fly. But one of our options that we introduced at one point in time was the variable of adding in the magic box. So last month we went to the box for the second time, and it was a song that we didn't know. Now the magic box means anybody can send in a request to debtonks@gmail.com, and the next time the magic box is approached, she will literally cut little slips of paper up and put them in the box. So last month we ceremoniously drew a song from the box, and our deal is we do the best we can, but if we really can't make it happen on the fly, or it's something that we actually know well, we will have it ready for the next month. So last month, the request submitted to the Magic Box was a song by I guess you'd call them a punk rock band, but 80s, 90s band called Gang of Four, and the song is called Damaged Goods. And
Scared me to death.
and I knew the song in my head, and I liked the song, but there was no way we were going to wing it. So we've spent a little bit of time in between then and now coming up with our interpretation of Damaged Goods.
One, two, 3, 4.
The change will do you good. Always knew it would. Sometimes I'm thinking that I love you, but I know it's only lust. Your kiss so sweet, your sweat so sour. Your kiss so sweet, your sweat so sour. Sometimes I'm thinking that I love you, but it's only penguin lust. Your sins of the flesh are simply sins of lust. Sweat's running down your back, sweat's running down your back. Heated couples in the sun, colder couples in the night.
Never saw your body.
Damaged goods, oh, filled with black, oh, I can't work, oh, I can't achieve, oh, send me back, oh, open the till, oh, give me the change, oh.
good. Your kiss so sweet. Your sweat so sour. I'm thinking that I love you, but I know it's only lost. All the change will do you good. Always knew it would. You know the change will do you good. You know the change will do you good. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
That was Damaged Goods by Mr. Jordan, Mr. Tonks.
Hope that wasn't too sensitive for you. But it is an interesting song, and they were a really interesting band. And I was listening to that on the drive to practice the other night, loud in my car. And man, that song sounds really good on a loud car stereo. Anyway.
And sometimes, you know, you just need Gang of Four.
Sometimes you do, as it turns out.
As it turns out.
As it turns out.
As it turns out. All right, so the next piece in our program is the duet. And what we're going to do for our duet is one of Williams' songs. It's a beautiful song, and it's on our Troubles album. And it's called Already Home.
Already Home.
But before we do that, I want to show you this guitar. This is...
Tommy got a new guitar.
I got a new guitar.
And it's super cool. It's a resophonic guitar, but it's different than, say, this resophonic guitar, which has one big resonator.
And it's also solid green. Mine's only got little bits of green in it.
Oh, true. So they are actually complementary instruments, but not matching.
Oh, you're so lovely.
Lovely.
Yes. But this is, my friend Dick Daniels has named this thing the Devil Beast, which we have shortened to just the Beast, and it is an awesome.
It really is cool. But the cool thing, you can't really see them, but underneath this protective cover is 1, 2, 3 smaller resonators that just make a different kind of tonality, but it's still that kind of brash, sustainy, metal-bodied magic.
Hey there, hello.
Oil can. I think he said oil can.
All right, so
which ties into this song, and you'll figure out why halfway through.
What ties in? Did I miss something?
Oil can.
Oil cans.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's coming. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I checked my disbelief at the door. My life was all black and white before. I opened my eyes and I came to realize, still suspecting there was something more. I made up my mind to leave there. My heart told me not to care. I gathered my nerve and looked around the next curve. We can go together if you dare. But if you've got a long road before you, you don't have to travel alone. But if you can't walk home from here, you might be
road before you. You don't have to travel alone. But if you can't walk home from here, you might be already home. Are you home, Tommy? It's out of control. Very nice solo, and I actually kind of lost my place because I was having such a good time listening to lead guitar on the Beast.
The Beast.
It's got its own tone.
It does.
It's all by itself in the universe. And there it is. Now it's in all our universes. Thank you guys for joining us tonight for Mr. Wednesday with Mr. Jordan, Mr. Tonks. Like to think of it as it's not like you're there and we're here, but we're both right there in the middle.
In the middle.
Meeting up.
Next month is episode number 11 of Mr. Wednesday, and the date of it will be October 13th of 2021.
10/13.
10/13.
Wow, isn't that something?
Yeah, 2 numbers in a row that are different. They're different, man. Who thought of a thing
and
like
one
that?
is prime and one is not. Interesting.
Dang.
There's your science.
That's sciencey as all get out. Well, we've got a good night song that William picked out the other day, and he said, "Well, you know what a good song is, Tommy?" I said, "No, what?" He said, "This one."
Yep. And I think I'm right, and he agreed. John Denver wrote it, and other people have played it, but I think you might know it. But it's a pretty song, but it's also an interesting song, and I like both those things in a song. Pretty
Interesting and good and pretty.
and pretty. That'd be 3 things.
That's interesting, pretty, and good and pretty. That's 4
That's 4.
things. Yeah, no,
Math.
count them.
Back to math. We're not afraid of math, people.
Dreamy.
It's kind of a dreamy song. It's a good night song.
Oh, 2, 3, 4. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Standing here outside your door, I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. Taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn already. I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
Oh babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come for me to leave you one more time. Let me kiss you and close your eyes, and I'll be on my way. And dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone, about the times I won't have to say. So kiss me and smile for me, tell me that you'll wait for me, hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.